Hi ladies, Rena here, and today I want to share with you a little bit about, how to overcome that negative thinking that sometimes can just overwhelm us, especially if we've had something that happened maybe during the morning or in the evening, or we just can't seem to shake that. And I know that, there can be moments in our life where we just are really struggling. And I just have been there myself. And I just want to share with you a little bit about a couple of the tools that I use. And so when I started to really get into the law of attraction and I started to really focus on my healing and my mindset, my personal development, there was a lot of things that came up for me in the area of emotion. And I was really absolutely concerned with if I was going to start manifesting some of these negative things that, circumstances, because I just wanted to feel good and I was really struggling. There was some negative things that were around me in that time and I didn't know how to kind of clear it. And I'm a very positive person, but there were circumstances that were, inevitably kind of trying to pull me down on a spiritual level and physical level. So when I dived into personal development and law of attraction, that was my heart, was to, okay, it's up to me to create this destiny, but how do I do this if I'm not feeling very good? So our thoughts carry a vibration and negative, and if we're always thinking about negative things, it's going to carry an emotion behind it. And for me, that was where I didn't want to go ahead and manifest more of that. But, and here is the lovely thing about the law of attraction, and if you want to get into knowing this more, there is the first thing I want to share with you is to be kind to yourself. Be gentle to yourself, because that's all I wanted, was to feel good, and I needed to be kind to myself and know that I was struggling, and that I needed to be gentle to my spirit and my soul. So you also need to understand that there is what I call, or what we call in that spiritual development, is the manifestation gap. There is a time when if you're only focusing on a negative thought during the day, it's not going to necessarily manifest itself later on in the hour. Because that was one of my concerns, was this thinking of, if I keep staying here, all of this is just going to become a snowball, and it's going to get worse. And so I realized that if I understood that, started to read and dig a little bit, there was an actual gap that you have to be able to switch things around. So let me give you an example. Like if I started to just focus on this situation in the morning that created some negativity, perhaps some drama, I was concerned that at the end of the day, that I would manifest another situation and they would just move into, like I said, a snowball effect. So the way to turn that around, is to be kind to yourself. Yes, to have those positive feelings or positive thoughts, but it is actually better to focus on the feeling. So, a quick way of doing that is to focus on something that makes you feel amazing quickly. And it can be only for 10 seconds. You can actually switch your day around, your week, your month around by focusing on something that makes you feel good, even for 10 seconds. Because it really, in the law of attraction and spirituality and all of the development, not just about being a positive, bubbly person, which I am, was the actual feeling behind that thought. So the way to turn it around is to focus for 10 seconds on something that makes you so happy, makes you feel amazing, makes you feel connected once again. And it could be, a beautiful beach. It could be, your loved one. It could be your pet. Those regular intervals of thinking pattern also is recoding that brain pattern. And this is what we want to do. This is where we want to start to focus on, is not just the positive thoughts, but the feeling behind it. And that would inevitably, that will create a different manifestation in your life. That will start to turn things around on a feeling level, not just a thought level. So yes, this is a little bit of a compact information here, but that's the quick way of turning around. And again, because I was experiencing some negativity around me during a very challenging time, which we've all been through, at one point in our lives, all I wanted to do and all I wanted to happen in my life was to feel better. And I needed to feel better quickly. And so I started to practice this, not just the positive thinking, but to start to practice the feeling behind it for 10 seconds at each time, different intervals during the day, and then it starts to become a practice. And what will happen is when those negative thoughts want to take you down for that entire day or that entire week, you're looking at that bounce back a lot quicker and a lot sooner. You can find yourself out of a little bit of a funk and not allow that negative circumstance, that challenging circumstance, to override the bigger purpose for your life, your career, or your week. It's just that quick turnaround. So anyways, ladies, I would love to hear a little bit of feedback on how and what you focus on for that 10 seconds that can turn your thoughts around and turn your week and turn that moment around for you. Thank you so much, and we will talk to you soon. Bye, everybody.